Hi there! In this video we will show you how it is possible to fit in Microsoft Excel a piecewise function. As an example, we are going to use true straight lines with an unknown intersection point, further referred to as x-cross. For that end, you will need to have installed the following add-in: the Analysis Tool Pack and the Solver add-in from Excel. In this example, we are considering data from a true experiment where a dual spring system is compressed and extended. As two different lengths are used in the compression or extension process, the Hooke's law brings out two different behaviors according to the elongation of the spring. These results brings out two lines best fitted with two different linear equations. As can be observed, the x-cross point is well defined, and we'll see how it can be readily computed from a wise adjustment with those two linear adjustments made at once. In this spreadsheet, we have the spring displacement in the first and second columns in microns and millimeters. On the third column, we have the force or tension in the spring measured by a sensor. On our fourth column, we will compute the theoretical force given by the Hooke's law. For that end, we will define by now two different linear equations for points to the left and to the right of the x-cross point. Those will have for different slopes in each straight line. If we consider now the x-cross, the point where the two lines coincide, we will have 5 degrees of freedom to match a good piecewise adjustment, two slopes, two offsets, and the x-point. But we need to guarantee the function's continuity on the x-cross. That's why we will lose 1 degree of freedom. And one of the offsets, for instance, that has to be redefined according to this requirement. Now we will end up with 4 parameters to be adjusted. For example, M1, M2, B1 and the x-cross. In the formulas names manager, we can check for the already defined name that we have given to each associated cell. As such, B2 will be equal to the solution given by the deception of both lines, M1 times x-cross plus B1 equal to M2 times x-cross plus B2, which will return for B2 equal to M1 minus M2 times x-cross plus B1. And this is the only parameter dependent on the others, so will be described by its own formula. We will write that the force is equal to an expression given by two different linear equations depending on the condition of the displacement value in column B being greater or smaller than x-cross. This can be achieved by using a Boolean function in Excel given by an if, which will be given with the following expression. If, for instance, cell B2 greater than x-cross, then we will have M1 times B2 plus B1 and M2 times B2 plus B2. To do a proper fit, we just need to create an auxiliary cost function to minimize. This function is basically the distance from the calculated force to the measured one. So, in column 5, by summing up all these values in cell sum of costs, we'll get a measure of the goodness of our fit, or how much the computed fitted values will deviate from the measurements. Now, opening the solver interface, we can minimize this value, the sum of costs, by an iterative process, allowing any quantities to be either positive or negative. You can activate the option Show Iteration Results to monitor the adjustment in each iteration. As you can see, the very first iteration already gives a very good fit, and then we have minor convergence steps. We hope that you learn by the time being, how to fit a function to your experimental results, in particular with a piecewise function. This procedure can be generalized to any piecewise function as long as its continuity is ensured at every point where the function changes. See you soon.